Well, hello hyperspace, my name is Davontos and it's time to get hyped because this is the new D.Va in the new map, Junkertown. Now this map is crazy by the way, but we're actually here to talk about the new D.Va and how to play the new D.Va. Now, D.Va actually, just because they nerfed the defense matrix and gave her these rockets, her playstyle has completely changed. She used to be that aggressive flanking kind of tank. Now she actually has to be played very similar to Zarya. Now, how you would play Zarya is basically peek in and out of the battlefield. You know, you peek out with your bubble, you do some damage, then you hide back in, and then a teammate pops up, you bubble them, and they do damage, and you're basically just like, you know, cycling through that same loop. You peek in, you go back in cover, teammate peeks in, bubble them, they go back in cover, and then you come out and so on. That's how you have to play this new D.Va, because her defense matrix is very, very low. For players who used to rely on defense matrix for, well, a lot of defense, you can't really do that. D.Va's more of a high burst damage tank, so you can kind of see her like a mixture of Zarya, and I guess Roadhog? Because Roadhog does have some high burst damage, but without, you know, Roadhog without his hook, I guess you can say. It's really weird. But if you actually get the hang of it, especially these missiles, they're a little difficult to aim with. It takes a little getting used to because they're projectile based, but they are very, very powerful. I believe if all the missiles connect, I think it does 200 or 180 damage. Combine that with D.Va's Gatling guns, which are insanely powerful, and you can down tanks really, really quickly. That means that D.Va is a very defensive tank, but comes down to being defensive for her team, not defensive as in giving your team cover like Reinhardt does. Think of D.Va basically like Bastion, right? A mixture of Bastion and Zarya. That's a good combo, because Bastion does give some fire support, and D.Va can also pop in and out from cover like Zarya. And that's kind of how you would like to play D.Va. You can't stay stationary in one spot like Bastion can, because, well, you're a huge, massive mech. But other than that, you can just prioritize targets as Bastion does. You know, you're playing as Bastion, you see a Reinhardt, he's instantly the first guy you target to down the barrier. It's the same thing with D.Va. You're playing as D.Va and you see a Reinhardt, target him, because you can down his barrier much faster with your little missiles. Now, on the PTR, there's a huge change to D.Va's boosters, or jetpacks, whatever you want to call it, things that make the mech fly. On the PTR, I believe you can toggle it on and off, just like Soldier 76's sprint. Hold down the button, Soldier sprints. On the PTR, I believe you hold down the button, D.Va flies. When you let it go, D.Va stops, same thing. And if that's the case, that's also going to change D.Va's playstyle, because it will allow her to be a very, very aggressive flanker like Tracer, which basically means if that update does come out, and if it's the way I predict it to be, and then D.Va's basically going to be a very fat, powerful Tracer. Not as powerful as Tracer, because Tracer does insane burst damage, but D.Va would just be like a bigger target with rockets and Gatling shotguns and well, basically a bigger ultimate. But I'm not too sure because, well, I don't have PC, so I'm not 100% sure what's on the PTR. So with this D.Va, this current D.Va that we have right now, there are multiple ways you can play her. Now, the old D.Va, you can be very aggressive and abuse the defense matrix, or you can be a flanker, shoot them from the back or from multiple angles, and when you're getting shot, you use defense matrix to retreat. With this new D.Va, the defense matrix can only be used in dire situations. It's only going to be up for 2 seconds, and it has an 8-second cooldown. Yeah, you can feather it like you used to, but because it's going to be active for 2 seconds, even feathering it drains it pretty fast. So I would suggest using this defense matrix in dire situations. When you know Zarya is going to launch her gravity ball, pop it on Zarya. When you see McCree have high noon, stare at him for a little bit as he's locking on targets, and then right when you think he's about to fire, you know, pop your defense matrix. You want to use it at the right moments, because it's very, very crucial, because, well, you just can't have it on for too long. Now, for me, my D.Va playstyle, I never really used defense matrix that much, so this nerf to defense matrix doesn't really affect my playstyle. I was more of like the aggressive flanker. So in my case, if you play D.Va like me, an aggressive flanker, this would actually be a huge D.Va buff, because now you can flank and you got rockets, and you don't really have to worry about defense matrix. But for those of you who do rely on defense matrix for defense, you know, because defense matrix, it's gonna really affect your playstyle. But one really, really cool thing about this D.Va is, as you're using your boosters, you know, while you're active, while you're airborne, you can toggle defense matrix, you can use your cannons, and you can use your rocket launchers all at the same time, which means you can just down Pharahs with ease, you can hunt down Widowmakers and Hanzos much, much faster, and she kind of feels like Winston, if not like a better diving hero than Winston is because she has much more in her arsenal. Just keep in mind, if you are doing this diving technique with D.Va, you do have to rely on Defense Matrix, and it's only going to be up for 2 seconds, and it has an 8-second cooldown, which is crazy! So you probably need somebody backing you up much more than you used to with the, older Defense Matrix that had the 4-second activation time. And that's basically what it is. They just gave D.Va some missiles, they nerfed her Defense Matrix, and just those 2 little changes completely changed her playstyle, and it's making her, at least in my opinion, a very, very powerful hero. You see right there, I'm using it to hunt down fire. I'm still kind of getting used to the missiles, but because of it, D.Va is much more powerful than she used to be. So if you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavontosMan, and as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day!